Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Concept 360 channel. Today, we're going to talk about the new PlayStation announcement. So, this makes sense why Grand Theft Auto 6 is fully digital. It makes sense why. One second. Hello. So, we're here at this article titled Sony confirms PlayStation disc production will end in 2028. So they're giving us about a year or two head start. Okay? So, this was written on July 1st, 2026, 5 a.m. So that is a surprise to everybody that this is going viral right now, okay? But we'll talk about this right now. Sony has officially confirmed that it will end the production of physical discs for PlayStation consoles starting January 2028. So you have 2 years to get sanitized to the idea. So in a new blog update, the company says that it made the decision based on how physical game disc sales have begun to decline, and in the future, all new games, both first and third party, will be available through the PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. So, this ties with the Grand Theft Auto 6 news, okay? Because to get Grand Theft Auto 6 physically, if you buy it, it's a code in the box. That's what they're saying here. Okay? Sony added that this new transition has no impact on games that have already been released or will be released. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. The company added, while emphasizing that it will continue to prioritize resources where consumers can access its games. And then we scroll down here. The writing has been on the wall for years now, as recent reports from Sony has indicated a massive shift from physical to digital. And retailers have felt this for a while now. They even went as far as removing sections from their retail shelves. So let's just keep going. PlayStation owners overwhelmingly purchase games digitally when compared to physical editions, and one of the biggest games of the year, Grand Theft Auto 6, will also be available purely as a digital product, while a physical edition will be sold at retailers. This is essentially a code in a box copy. It's also worth noting that both Sony and Microsoft released versions of their flagship consoles in 2020 that did not include a disk drive, and Sony's PS5 Pro doesn't ship with one by default, but can but it can still be added via a modular attachment. The other knock-on effect is that the next PlayStation console will not include a physical media drive for its base model, as Sony aims to keep costs. Sony aims to keep costs down. This pretty much guarantees that PS6 won't arrive until 2028, at the earliest. Empire analyst, seniors games research analyst Piers Harding-Rolls said to GameFile, even physical copies of games don't contain the full experience on the disc, with many acting as a authentication key while all game data is copied to the console, a process that usually requires a hefty download as well. On top of this, Sony has also announced it will be closing the PlayStation Store on PS3 as well as the PlayStation Vita. So let's go to the official blog here. Physical disc production ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. Scrolling down. In response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. Senior Director, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Content Communications, Sid Human, as consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical disc to digital. Physical game discs production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that has already been released or will be releasing prior to January 28 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends, as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We will continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether it's at retailers or PlayStation Store. We remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. The rest is the PS3 and PS Vita closure. So this is not just an article, okay? So it makes sense, and it made me go like, oh, that's why Grand Theft Auto 6 is digital only. That's why. So, yeah, the end of the era. The end of an era. Like, subscribe, share the video, talk about Counter Strike 360. I'll see you guys later. Stay awesome.